Thank you so much, Courtney. That was quite an introduction. I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. And as Courtney said, I'm not here alone, but it's not just because I'm going to have a baby soon. It's also because I'm going to be talking about the partnerships that Pure Power is not able to do our work without. The University of Memphis, Memphis-Shelby County Schools, but also other local and national partners. So Courtney has made the theme for this year being a beam for Pure Power. Being a beam of light, being a beam of support. And when I think about a beam, I think about being in a spotlight. And one might say that this year, Pure Power has been in many spotlights from coast to coast and locally. About a year ago, we developed a partnership with the Menor Memphis Grizzlies. And within a year, we've been promoted from being a bronze level partner to being a silver level partner based on our evidence-based practices and their implementation. And we're not stopping there, we're going for the gold. So this year we're hoping to go for the gold. And we've also developed a partnership with Seeding Success, and through this partnership we've been able to train all of our full-time staff in data use and literacy as we build our data culture. So we're very happy to talk about data within our culture and to use data to inform our practices and continuously improve our practices. If we look to the beams of light shining to us from the West Coast, back in August, I was interviewed by someone from Stanford University through the National Student Support Accelerator Program about our practices, our programs, and our training. And as a result of that interview, we were featured in their High Impact Tutoring Higher Institution Playbook. So it's to be used by higher education institutions to help implement tutoring programs and to use college students as tutors. So we were very happy to be featured there. And we were also, through that partnership, invited to come to a conference at Stanford back in May. So we were really happy to make those relationships. If we want to see the beam of light shining from us from the East Coast, we were, through our partnership with the University of Memphis, where we provide through federal work study wages for our coaches, we drew the attention actually from the White House through their senior advisor for the U.S. Department of Education, who asked us to be part of their initial cohort of committed partners who would increase the number of college students working in schools. And as a result of that partnership, the University of Memphis has pledged 15% at least, and spoiler alert, it's actually more than that, it's over 20%, of their federal work study money to community and school service programs, and we are actually their priority partner. So we are going to be benefiting largely from that funding. So we're really happy about that as well. And staying in that beam of light from the East Coast, we were also awarded a 2022-2023 Design Challenge Award grant from Johns Hopkins University, their Pathway to Adult Success program, to do a case study on our SIT student intern tutor program. So we were able to collect data for that. We don't actually have academic data yet back from any of our programs, but we collected survey data from both our scholars who we served and for the tutors who worked in that program, and we found some interesting things out. The student rating of the enjoyment of their tutoring was 4.8 out of 5 on the smiley face scale. I had to figure out how to survey young children, so this is one way you can do it. Tutors were most commonly described as helpful and fun, and our tutors reported an increase in their interest in professions related to education and teaching. They also reported, our high school intern tutors reported an increase in college and career readiness skills. 69% reported an increase in critical thinking and problem-solving skills, 79% an increase in communication skills, and 92% of them reported an increase in patience and adaptability, which, as we all as adults know, are very important career-related skills. But this light that shines from college and career readiness doesn't just impact our student intern tutors, our high school students. As a result of the survey we took after our training this summer, our success coaches also reported increases in their college and career readiness skills. 92% of them reported improved understanding of math and or English arts. so that those subject content skills, they feel like they learned something that they can use in the classroom. 72% so that they grew in their communication skills, and 69% so that they grew in their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So we're hoping this year to continue to track the progress of our success coaches and our student intern tutors as they grow through the light of peer power. So one of the things that I was thinking about when I was reflecting on light and Courtney's ideas about being a beam is that sometimes it's nice to be in the spotlight. But other times it's nice to be the light. So not just to be in the spotlight, which literally enlightenment, to be enlightened means to be in the light. But I think that it's now the time for peer power to be in a place where we can enlighten others, so that we can take our light and show that we're actually a lighthouse for our country. We've gotten light from coast to coast. We're in the middle of the country, so it's time for us to shine our light all around, right? So this upcoming year, we're really going to be focusing on what it means to bring our light into these national conversations by formalizing our research, our data collection, and our data analysis to show that our innovations in education are not only based in evidence-based practices, but that we actually do innovative things that other programs don't do. So in the wake of the pandemic ending and all of these new programs that have been developed to address learning loss, really these new programs and the research that's being done about them, these are like ships on a tumultuous sea, right? They're looking for navigation. They're looking for ways to find their way through things like scheduling, through things like making sure there's, that their tutors are actually implementing what they learn. They're even trying to figure out ways to use tutors who are volunteers, when I think we've already figured out that paying tutors is very helpful. And there have been some studies about that as well. So peer power isn't really in the sea anymore, right? We're already on the shore. We've already landed. We've been doing this for a long time. And in fact, I want to argue that we have built a lighthouse. And that it's time now for us to light the light on the top of the lighthouse, show that our practices are multidimensional, not just unidimensional like a lot of these other programs that maybe provide one-on-one tutoring a few times a week or maybe provide online tutoring, but that we intervene in the classroom supporting students and teachers in real time before students get behind, and that our coaches are trained to be flexible and adaptable so they can go from one-on-one tutoring to small group tutoring to helping teach a split classroom or to maybe doing station work, right? And that they don't just focus on academics. They use wisdom and they use heart to really help the light that's within our students shine fully, right? Not just through their academics. So my job, I think this year, is to be the lighthouse keeper. I'm planning to help build our data culture, build our research infrastructure, and shine the light at the top of our lighthouse so that we can enlighten others from sea to shining sea, day and night, through our Peer Power Lighthouse. Thank you all.